C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. I'm Ken Smith along with Craig Campbell. We are courtside at Whiteoak High School. Our producer back in the studio tonight, Mr. R2 Duncan. And here at the courtside, producing everything for Good Guys Radio TV, is Mr. Matthew Baker. Again, Craig and I are courtside at Whiteoak High School. The Lady Cats of Whiteoak hosting the Tornadoes, the Lady Tornadoes of Southern Racine, as Whiteoak kicks off their tournament trail. The winner of this game will get to play, I believe that is next Tuesday. Yeah, so next Tuesday is where the winner of this game goes to, and the probable opponent in that game is, unfortunately, the number 1 seed, Eastern Reedsville. So back to this game. Whiteoak coming into this game as a number 8 seed with a 7-10 record at the time of the tournament draw. And on the other side, Southern Racine, a number 9 seed with a 6-11 record. By the way, we will have another tournament game for you tomorrow night. It was supposed to be a regular season West Union Lynchburg boys game, but West Union has to have their first tournament game tomorrow night, so that game has been moved. I believe they're going to try and make that up on Saturday. We won't be able to bring you that game because we have so many girls' tournament games on Saturday. But we will have West Union starting their tournament trail on boys action. That'll be our first boys tournament game tomorrow night. West Union at Oak Hill. And Don Bowles along with Phil Ronimus will be courtside to bring you that game tomorrow night. Saturday, it's a full day of tournament action. We'll start the day at 12:45 with New Lexington versus North Adams from Waverly High School. And then our other game from Waverly will not be until 7:45 that night. That'll be Eastern Brown versus Albany Alexander. We will have some games in between. They'll be on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge. Georgetown will face off against Reading, and Western Brown will face off against Northwest. Georgetown playing at Mason High School in Cincinnati. Western Brown playing at Princeton High School in Cincinnati. And again, those games on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge, Southern Buckeye Conference there. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to launch our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. It's presented by CMT Components.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971, fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu. They have two out of their last 5 games, but dropped the last 3 games in a row. So they are on a 3-game losing streak coming into this game. By the way, they play in the conference they play in is the Tri-Valley Conference. They're in the Hocking division of the Tri-Valley Conference. They are averaging 42.7 points per game coming into this game while allowing their opponents to score 45.9. So they're underwater, Craig. Yeah, it's not the way you want it to be.
Anytime that's a negative number, that's not the way you want to be.
Yeah. So hopefully that bodes well for our Whiteoak Lady Cats. They do not have any common opponents, but they did lose twice this season to Belpre, which is the team that just beat Peebles back on Monday night in tournament action by only 1 point. So Belpre beat Peebles again by 1 point and then beat the Tornadoes by several points in both games. It looks like about 10 points the first time and about 15 points the second time. Now, looking at the Whiteoak Lady Cats, when we look at what happened with them with Peebles, well, they beat Peebles the first time that they faced off, but they lost to Peebles the second time they faced off, and I'll talk more about that in just a moment. Let's do an overview of the Whiteoak Lady Cats coming into this game. 5-8 in conference play, 3rd place in Division II of the Shack, 8-13 overall. They're also underwater, Craig. 42.8 points per game is what the Lady Cats average, but they allow their opponents to score 48.3.
That's even a bigger margin, so yeah that's they need to clean that up tonight.
But here's what I wanted to talk about with the Whiteoak Lady Cats. If you're familiar with this team at all, well, they've kind of had 2 teams this season. They had multiple transfers, I believe 4 in total, if I remember correctly from looking at the stats. I believe there are 4 players that only played 11 games. Well, that's all you're allowed to play when you're a transfer. You've got to sit out that second half of the season. So that's what happened to the Whiteoak Lady Cats. And since that has happened, unfortunately, they've only won 1 game in the second half of their season. So they lost, I believe, 10 games. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they were 1-9 for the second half of the season. So I think that's going to make it a little bit of an uphill battle for the Whiteoak Lady Cats in this game against the Southern Racing Lady Tornadoes. But we will find out in just a little bit. That's why they play the game. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer. Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
High school, again, where the Lady Cats are hosting the Lady Tornadoes of Southern Racine. Craig, it's time to take a look at the Magulac Tire Service rosters. We'll start with the Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes here on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show.
All right, thank you, Ken. The Lady Tornadoes, their head coach, Mr. Chris Stout, assisted by Zane Beagle, Brian Swan, and Alan Pape. Athletic director is Zane Beadle. Principals Daniel Otto and Superintendent Tony Deem. Roster for the Lady Tornadoes, it's Nevaeh Camp, number 2. She's a 5'7" sophomore. 5'8" seniors, Jalen Hupp wears number 3. Lydia Smith is number 11. She's a 5'7" freshman. A senior, 5'9". Kirsten Rose wears number 12. Maya Little is number 15. She's a 5'6" senior. Also a senior, standing 5'7", it's Kiana Rose. Lydia Harmon will be number 40, and she's a 5'11" freshman. And lastly, a freshman, Reba Harmon, wears number 43.
All right, that's a look at the roster for the Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes. We'll take another quick break and be back to talk about the Whiteoak Lady Cats as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they have consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star Games and the All-Star Cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Haysrup, up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
Community Bank Tip-Off Show. It's time to take a look at the home team roster. The Whiteoak Lady Cats, brought to you by Magulac Tire Service. Craig, what do we got?
The Lady Cats, their head coach is Terrell Cumberland. He's assisted by J.C. Captain, Nathan Rutledge, Anthony Price, and Colton Hunter. Athletic director is Maya Call. Principal is J.B.P. Gaucher. My goodness, I'm sorry. Superintendent Jason Isles. The roster for the Lady Cats. Number 1, Savannah Ferguson. She's a 5'7" senior. 5'6" senior, Madeline Conrad wears number 2. Miley Walker wears number 4. She's a 5'7" junior. Marley Parsons is number 10, and she's a 5'6" freshman. Jillian Lucas, a 5'9" sophomore, wears number 11. Jada Combs is a 15, and she's a 5'11" sophomore. Freshman, 5'7", number 22, it's Taylon Shriver. Nevaeh Captain is number 23. She's a 5'7" freshman. And another freshman, 5'6", Ella Howard, wears number 24. And Libby Webster is number 34, and she's a 5'11 freshman.
A lot of freshmen on the ball club. 5 of them, right?
5 of them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. Young ball club for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Stick with us. We've got lots more to talk about. We're going to take a look at some stats and how we think these two teams stack up when we come back right after this on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971, fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Craig, I mentioned earlier on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show that it's kind of a tale of 2 different seasons or 2 different teams for the Whiteoak Lady Cats, and that's because some of these transfers, 4 of them to be exact, were only allowed to play 11 games. So that's the first 11, and that's a bunch of missing points.
Yeah, absolutely. They had, like you said, 4 of those players, and the leading scorer was Kyra Boyd with 19.3, but altogether they lose 26.1 points per game from those 4 transfers. That's a lot of points to lose for the last half of your season.
It is, most definitely. And looking at the players that, do not have to sit out the rest of the season, your highest average there is Jillian Lucas, correct?
Correct, yeah. She's averaging 8.5 points per game. Sorry, yes, 8.5 points per game. So she's got to pick up the pace a little bit, and she'll do so.
So looking at what they averaged before they lost the transfers, they were averaging 47.6 points per game in those first 11 games. And looking at what they're averaging now after those 6 players, and I need to actually do the math and figure out just those games, but overall they're at 42.8. So they lost, 5 points out of their average between the first 11 games and the remaining, 10 games.
Yeah, if you kind of take a median there, then that would make you would think about 38 points per game these last 10, give or take.
Yeah. And I will crunch the numbers on that. But looking at percentages and things like that, again, Kyra Boyd was averaging 19.3 points per game. She was at 44.9% from field goal range, 30% behind the three-point arc, and 61.8% from the free throw line. And again, that is missing. But you've got Ella Howard and Jillian Lucas. And I think I said Lucas was the next highest average, but actually it's Howard at 8.5, right?
Yeah, I apologize as well. Jillian Lucas is right behind her at 8.3.
So those two players very, very close. Ella Howard from field goal range at averaging 32.1%. Lucas 27.6%. Now Lucas pretty good from the free throw line. I hope she spends some time there this evening. She's averaging 70.4% from the free throw line. That's a nice number.
Absolutely. Anytime about 70%, that's excellent for a high school player.
So overall, the Whiteoak Lady Cats looking to get things done here tonight against the Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes. Unfortunately, we don't have stats for the Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes, but if I had to guess, we'll know pretty quick who the standout players are, won't we, Craig?
Yeah, it won't take long. You can kind of tell by warm-ups, but we'll wait till the game tips off to be the real judge.
Right. All right, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back with more. We've still got the Magulac Tire Service starters to talk about before we get ready for tip-off as we wrap up the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to honor America a little quicker than I thought. So we're going to have to give it back for another break. We'll be right back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they have consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Ladies and gentlemen, time to wrap up the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show with a look at our Magulac Tire Service starters. Before I get to that, though, Craig, you did a great job doing math in your head as the Whiteoak Lady Cats averaging about 10 points less than the games where they had the transfers. They were at 37.5. I think you said 38.
Yeah, that was close. Just a little get lucky guess there.
Oh, that's skill.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about who's starting this game. The starters brought to you by Magulac Tire Service.
All right, if you notice here, we've got a little difference between the teams. We have, starting for the Lady Tornadoes, it's 3 seniors, a sophomore, and a freshman. They are Nevaeh Camp, Jalen Hupp, Lydia Smith, Kirsten Rose, and Maya Little. And starting for the Whiteoak Lady Cats, they have 1 junior, 1 sophomore, and 3 freshmen. So they are Miley Walker, Jillian Lucas, Avea Captain, Ella Howard, and Libby Webster.
Yeah, quite the difference there, the seniors versus freshmen. Much younger ball club for the Whiteoak Lady Cats for sure. And we've, of course, got the guys in stripes. They're going to be starting and hopefully finish the game as well.
Yeah, we definitely hope so. But they got Mr. Danny Croy, Mr. Steve Carson, and Mr. Rich Bunner.
All right, that is everybody who will be participating in the start of this basketball game. By the way, the Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes in their visiting purple uniforms, which we don't see all that often. And they have gold numerals and gold and white stripes. By the way, I like those colors. I like the color purple. It makes for a good school color, but not very many schools use that one.
Yeah, the dark purple and the gold, they complement each other.
Yep. On the home side, the Whiteoak Lady Cats in their home whites with black numerals and black and orange stripes. And I love those Wildcat scratch marks, I guess is the way to say it, on the sides of the uniforms. Those are pretty cool. I like them. All right, so the game is ready to tip off here as soon as the Whiteoak Lady Cats finish getting some last-minute instructions from head coach Terrell Cumberland, first-year head coach for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Hopefully it'll be a long tenure for Terrell Cumberland. A lot of folks know him as a personal coach. I know that my daughter went to him for personal shooting lessons, and a lot of players throughout the Shack do that. All right, the tip is up. It's going to be controlled by the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Pull it out top. Howard's going to go right side into the hands of Lucas. 2-3 zone being applied by the Lady Tornadoes. Lucas and Howard giving it back and forth.
They're all moving at the same time. That's a good zone defense.
Captain feeds it around left side to Howard. They go inside, then back out to Howard. Webster with a quick touch as they work it around. Captain also with a quick touch. They kind of look like they're not sure what to do against this 2-3 zone. Well, they'll go inside to Webster, back out top to Howard. Now Webster with it. Webster dishes off to Lucas underneath. And there we go, Craig. I said, I hope Lucas spends a lot of time on the free throw line. That's the exact place she's going to go for the very first play of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice play there. Nice look by Libby Webster to find her. The foul was on Lydia Smith.
First free throw, unfortunately, will rim out. But again, a 70% free throw shooter. She'll make a bunch of them tonight, I'm sure. By the way, stick with us after the game. We will talk to head coach Terrell Cumberland and the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comments Show. That second free throw was good. Lady Cats with the first score of the basketball game. Down the other end, Camp for a three-point shot out on the right side wing. That's no good. Backside rebound's going to be controlled by Howard. Howard pushes it up the floor. She likes the three out top. Oh, that one popped out. Rebound is pulled down by Rose for Southern. They'll put it in the hands of Camp. Man-to-man defense being applied by Whiteoak. It'll go right side to Smith. Smith's going to drive the baseline, but stops and passes it back out. It gets loose, but Southern able to hang on to it. Now on a cut to the basket is Rose, and I believe she's going to be fouled on the floor.
Going to have a foul from behind. That one goes on Jillian Lucas.
Prepare for the Stars to align. It's the 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game, and that's going to be coming up on March 28th at North Adams High School as Southern turns it over. Whiteoak Lady Cats almost turned it over, able to hang on to it. Captain has it out top. Goes right side to Walker, now out top to Lucas. Still a 2-3 zone defense. Webster with a touch, right side Lucas for a three. That one no good. And on the rebound, unfortunately, Walker had a foot on the line, and that's out of bounds off Whiteoak.
They play the nice high post. Lily Webster at the high post try to break that zone.
Full court pressure with the basketball. Hupp stops out top, feeds it right side to Camp. She'll bring it to the top of the key to set the offense. Now it goes left side, Rose. She'll try a three-point shot. That one pops out. Rebound fought for. It's going to go out of bounds off Lucas. 5:57 to go in the first quarter. It's a 1-0 score. We're off to a slow start. Rose on the inbound. Goes out top to Camp. Now Hupp will pop out for a three-point look. No good. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be tracked down by Captain. Howard will come get it. She'll have it out top. Passes left side Lucas. Now to Howard in the corner. They feed it inside to Walker. She's double teamed, and unfortunately, she steps out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lady Cats.
We're 2.5 minutes into the game, and there's only been 5 field goal attempts, all of those threes.
Up with it right side, goes to Smith on the wing. Nice steal by Howard. Good anticipation, but she has trouble hanging on to it. Gets it to Captain, and now we're going to have a player control foul called against the Whiteoak Lady Cats.
The Captain was a little out of control, I suppose, and she will get that offensive foul. That's her first.
Thanks to First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. Learn more about First State Bank at your local branch in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky. You can also learn about them online at fsb4me.com. And a dual possession as a double team applied by Whiteoak. Southern will retain the possession.
2-2-1 zone press by Whiteoak, but Southern not having a whole lot of trouble breaking it.
Camp with it out top, feeds it right side Smith. Smith on the wing, out behind the three-point line, goes out to Camp, and then left side Hupp, back to Camp. Now they go down low to Rose. Left side on the baseline, Rose trying to back her way in, turn, spin, move, no good. Rebound controlled by Camp at the elbow for two, no good. Rebound this time will be pulled down by Webster. She'll get it to Howard. Howard pushes up the floor, goes to Webster on the left side wing. Webster trying to drive in, is called for the travel. She got met by a brick wall.
Yeah, nice defense by the Southern player there. I'm not sure. I think it was Nevaeh Camp, just did not budge.
Still a 1-0 score, and we're almost halfway through the first quarter. Southern Lady Tornadoes having trouble getting the lid off the basket, but that's okay. They can leave it there.
Yes.
Camp with it, goes right side to Hupp. Hupp dribbles around to the left side. Now decides to drive in and is fouled. I believe that's going to be in the act of shooting. So Jalen Hupp, the 5'8 senior, is going to go to the free throw line to shoot two.
The Captain, unfortunately, will pick up foul number 2.
Basketball and Snappy Tomato Pizza are the perfect pair. Order from your local Snappies in West Union, Seaman, and Maysville. You can download the free Snappy app to unlock some delicious perks.
5'7 freshman Taylon Shriver makes her first appearance, replacing Captain.
And Southern will have their first lead as she makes them both. Howard has it out top against the 2-3. Goes right side to Shriver. Webster to Howard, now inside to Walker. Back out to Shriver for a 3-shot, no good. Lucas had a tip back that didn't go. Gets her own rebound and is fouled. And now we're going to see Lucas go back to the free throw line again to shoot two.
Foul's on Lydia Smith, and that is number 2 on Smith for the Tornadoes.
Lucas, the 5'9" sophomore, on the free throw line. First one, nothing but net. We're tied again at 2-all.
2-2, all free throws.
By the way, Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union sponsor our scoreboard update. They are the tax professionals. Right now the score 3-2 as Lucas made both free throws. That's Whiteoak leading at 3-2. And now Whiteoak with a steal. I think Howard put a hand on that one. Now she's got it. Stops and pops for 3. No good. Long rebound. Shriver had it, but it was tipped away. It'll end up out of bounds off of Hupp. So Whiteoak will have possession, and they'll inbound. Well, not quite underneath the basket. They'll be out almost halfway to the corner. Howard gets it on the inbound. In they go to Webster. Webster on a turnaround. No good. Lucas with a rebound. Put back. Also no good. Unfortunately, no foul this time. Was hoping we'd see her go back to the free throw line.
Definitely could have been, but it's also just physical down there.
Camp with it out top for Southern. Right side to Hupp. Hupp looking inside, goes out to Camp. Now left side to Rose. There's the cutter inside Hupp, and she's fouled.
Miley Walker found herself a little out of position and had no choice but to foul. That's her first.
Well, Jalen Hupp back to the free throw line. She just made 2 last time she was there. Makes her third. Or first one of this set.
Yeah, that did sound a little funny, but I knew exactly what you meant.
Oh, the second one rims out, and on the rebound, well, Southern ends up with it. Good break there for the Lady Tornadoes. Camp with it, feeds it right side to Smith. Back out to Camp. And they find Rose. Had to Smith to Rose again. Rose fighting for it underneath. Couldn't get her first shot to go, but is fouled on her second one, and that one I think is going to be expensive, Craig.
That foul was on Taylor Shriver.
Oh, I thought it was going to be on Lucas. That would have been her second.
We have more free throws, and this one is Kirsten Rose to the line.
First one pops out. By the way, we're tied at 3-all with 3:05 to go for your H&R Block scoreboard update. Well, that breaks the tie as the second one is good. Timeout, Whiteoak. We're going to take one as well. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Bench buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star games and the All-Star cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Hayslup up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
Way, but she'll track it down. Howard will reset for a second time. Goes right side to Lucas. They feed it inside Webster. Oh, she bobbled it. Still able to get a shot off the turnaround, but that one is no good. Rebound controlled by Southern. Camp Feeds it ahead to Rose out on the left side wing. Rose looking for the cutter, nothing home, goes to Camp, Hupp, and then Smith out on the right side wing. A lot of nice ball movement out of Southern Racine. And there's a good drive to the hole. That's Nevaeh Camp with a scoop shot for 2.
Took it all the way in with her strong hand. She's a lefty. Nice shot.
Howard goes left side, Shriver. They'll reverse it to Lucas. Lucas kicks it back out. Shriver for a 3 off the left side wing. No good. Rebound pulled down by Little. Still a man-to-man defensive set for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Down to 1:30 to go in the first quarter as Southern has the basketball. Smith on the right side wing. Had it tipped away by Webster. She got it back and then has to bounce it off Webster to save the possession. It'll end up out of bounds off Whiteoak.
Yeah, found herself in the corner there, and that's not a good spot. Her teammates weren't moving to help her much.
Yep. So on the inbound, Camp has it. Gets it to Hupp out top. Now left side to Rose. Trying to set a screen for Rose. Gets stopped by Lucas and travels. Turnover, Southern.
Yeah, nice defense by Jillian Lucas to hold her ground and cause the Southern player to move their pivot foot. Jada Combs into the game. She replaces Libby Webster for the Wildcats.
Lady Cats really need to get a basket here. Down to 1:07 to go in the first quarter. And they only have 3 points in this one. Shriver out on the left side wing. Feeds it into the corner to Walker. Now they go into Howard, back out to the new gal Combs. And then a drive by Shriver, no good. But Howard ends up with it. Cannot get a shot off. They'll bring it back out to Walker and now out top to Lucas. Southern doing a good job playing defense. Howard to Walker, baseline, Lucas on a cut, shot no good, rebound fought for, Rose has it for Southern.
Yeah, Whiteoak needs to take advantage of those opportunities that get in the paint. They're not very many of them.
Yeah, and they're not getting those shots to drop in that little 4-foot, 2-foot range, those bunny shots. Smith has it out on the right side wing for Southern. Hook pass into Rose. Rose double teamed, back out to Smith. She'll drive in. Shot no good. Rebounds lost out of bounds off Whiteoak. So another opportunity for Southern with 6.3 seconds. That's plenty of time to run an offensive or inbound play.
They've had a couple of good plays, just weren't able to take advantage of them earlier, so we'll see what they run here. We have a substitution. It's Lydia Harmon into the game for the Lady Tornadoes, replacing Lydia Smith.
She'll inbound the ball, so how much you want to bet it's going to come back to her? Nope. Instead, they get Hupp off of a screen for an open basket underneath. That's going to do it for the first quarter. The Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes leading the Lady Cats by 7, 10-3. Stick with us. We're back with second quarter action right after this on the Shack Sports Network, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971. Fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
Whiteoak Lady Cats will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Let's hope it's a better scoring quarter for the Lady Cats. Only getting 3 points in that first one. And Craig, those were all from the free throw line, weren't they?
Yeah, they were all Jillian Lucas from the line.
Webster drives the right side of the lane, puts it up and in, and she's fouled. Well, that's a good start.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered. Libby Webster with a strong move. And the foul goes against Kirsten Rose of the Lady Tornadoes.
Well, I like that as well. That's only her first, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he said number 11, which would have been a big one for Smith's third, but no, it was on. Libby Webster makes the free throw to finish out the three-point play.
Just that quick. It's a 4-point basketball game. I feel a little better about that. Camp feeds it ahead, right side to Hupp. Hupp trying to get Rose. They're looks like they like Rose to touch it just about every possession if possible, the 5'9 senior. They couldn't find her open, but guess what? Jalen Hupp nails a three on the left side wing.
Jalen Hupp now with 10 of the 13 points for the Tornadoes.
Lucas with it on the left side, reverses to Shriver. Shriver dribbles to the baseline, passes back out to Howard. Now they go back to Lucas on the left side wing. Lady Tornadoes paying Lucas a lot of attention. Webster to Shriver, baseline for a long two, no good. Backside rebound's going to be controlled by Smith for Southern.
Walking it up the floor there in no hurry whatsoever.
By the way, Ferguson into the basketball game for the Whiteoak Lady Cats starting the second quarter. Smith back to Camp. Now to Hupp out top and then Camp again as they direct some traffic. Smith will have it on the wing. Here comes Rose. They tip it away. And Howard gets a steal. Outlet to Ferguson, and she's fouled. Well, that stopped a fast break. But we'll take it. It's still a turnover.
Yeah, Jalen Hupp with the foul. She, like you said, probably saved a layup on the other end. Two substitutions. It's Avea Captain and Miley Walker back into the game. Out will be Taylor Shriver and Savannah Ferguson.
Just as Barry Chevrolet can hook you up with the keys to a new vehicle, we'll give you the keys to the second half with the Barry Chevrolet halftime report. Lucas with it on the right side wing to Webster out top. Oh, that passing lane closed up quick. Pass intended for Walker, intercepted by Camp. Camp feeds it to Smith. She's in the corner on the right side. Started to drive the baseline, but backed it out. Passes out to Rose, and now Camp for the reset. 6:05 to go. Howard tipped it away from Camp, but she tracks it back down. Left side corner, they find Rose. Back to Camp. Now they'll reverse it to Hupp, and then Smith in the right side corner. Whiteoak doing a good job on defense this offensive set. Well, they get Hupp for a three look, and it's good. Timeout, Whiteoak. We're going to take one as well as Southern has jumped out to a 10-point lead. 16-6 the score, with the Lady Tornadoes on top. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu.
Ladies and gentlemen, Whiteoak Lady Cats have the basketball out of the timeout. We have yet to see anything but a 2-3 zone out of the Southern Lady Tornadoes, and they're making it work well, aren't they, Craig?
They are. They all have their arms spread to clog the passing lanes, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Ball is loose and ends up as a steal by Little, as a couple of players on the floor. They'll push it up to Rose. Rose driving in left side. No good, but guess what? On the backside, Smith is there to put it up and in.
Lydia Smith with her first bucket of the game.
Howard passes right side Lucas. Lucas on the drive. Nice dish off to Webster with a bounce pass up and in.
That might be the recipe for success right there.
Hupp will have it on the right side wing. Goes to Camp. Now Smith on the right side wing with the basketball. Well, the Lady Tornadoes slowing it down just a little bit this offensive set. Smith gets caught without her dribble. Finds Camp. Now they go left side to Rose. Back to Camp. Hupp trying to work inside. Has to pop out for it on the right side wing. Passes in the corner to Smith. They go to Camp out top. Rose will have it left side. And then Hupp. Well, again, Lady Tornadoes. I thought maybe they were trying to show some patience, but instead, yeah, we got to travel. Instead, I think they were, for whatever reason, their offense just wasn't working that time.
Yeah, they were a little stagnant trying to penetrate. They didn't even try or anything like that. And then when they did, Jillian Lucas, nice job on defense.
Lucas launches the three from the left side, and it's nothing but net.
That's a good start for her. She's at 6 now to add to those 3 free throws.
More of that, please. Get some three-point shots to start dropping. It'll change this game quickly. Little has it stolen away by Howard. Webster to captain. They go ahead to Lucas. Back to Webster. She'll try a three. Top of the key, and it's good. And timeout called by the Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes. It's back to a 4-point game. Southern Racine leads it 18-14. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hook pass into Rose. Rose double teamed and fouled, unfortunately. I thought we were going to get a steal there, but I think Webster must have got some arm.
Yeah, Webster reached in there. That's only her first foul.
Nothing wrong with that.
They are frustrating Kirsten Rose. She's their post player for the Lady Tornadoes, and she's getting a little frustrated, looks like.
Well, and that's a good thing, too. Well, a missed shot by Hupp. Rebound controlled by Little. They'll go back to the right side for Smith. Now Camp, she's open for the three. Shots up, no good. Lucas with a rebound. Lucas pushing it up the floor. Decides to drive in. Shots no good, but she is fouled. Jillian Lucas is going to go to the line for 2.
He pointed at the floor, Ken. Unfortunately, they're not going to give her shots. Nevaeh Camp with that foul. That's her first, team third in this quarter.
Yeah, Jillian thought she was going to get to shoot free throws, but you're right. They're going to make it inbound.
I believe everybody in the gym except that one referee.
Webster on the inbound back to Lucas. Lucas underneath. Oh, couldn't get it to go. Again, that has been something that has plagued the Lady Cats in this game, missing those close-in shots. Now with it is going to be Hupp. Hands it off to Camp. Back to Hupp. Left side Rose. The give and go to Hupp. Up and in. Well executed.
Nice little play right there. Jalen Hupp with 15 points leading all scorers.
2:14 to go in the first half. Let's take a look at the H&R Block scoreboard update, brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. It is Southern Racine leading Whiteoak 20-14 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Shot from the left side corner for three by Whiteoak is no good. Lady Tornadoes with it. Camp feeds it ahead to Rose. Back to Camp. The give and go again. Now Smith to Camp. And then back out to Rose. They didn't get it to work that time. Camp feeds it right side to Hupp. And then the pass to Smith in the corner. And, Howard almost got a steal. Oh, it does end up as a turnover. As they say, it was touched last by Southern.
Yeah, nice hustle by Ella Howard. She gets the deflection off of the Tornado to go back to the Lady Cats.
Begin your pathway to completion today with Southern State Community College. Visit them online at sscc.edu. Jillian Lucas on a drive is fouled. Unfortunately, the basket was no good, but she will shoot two.
Nice set play there to give and go, and Jalen Hupp with leading all scorers there, but she's got 2 fouls now.
Minute 20 to go in the first half. Lucas makes the first. Cuts it back to a 5-point lead for Southern. And the second one also good. 4-point basketball game. I think that's the third time I've said that in this quarter. I want to say 2 points and then tied. With it is going to be Hupp. Dribbles to the right side. Passes out top to Camp. They go to Smith on the right side wing. Back to Hupp. And then Camp. There goes to Rose in the corner on the left side. Hupp comes out to get it. Down to 56 seconds. Hupp had it tipped away. Captain ends up with it. Good steal there by the Lady Cats. Here comes Lucas. Lucas to Howard. Back to Captain. Right side they go to Walker. Now to Howard out top. They'll reset. Plenty of time, 37 seconds on the clock. And Captain trying to hook pass into Webster. It's stolen by Little. But they're going to say a foul committed, a recovery foul by the Lady Cats.
Yeah, Vea Captain, unfortunately. And that's number 3, so she's going to leave the game immediately. Taylor Shriver comes in.
Now that is an unfortunate foul for the Lady Cats. Hupp will have it. A little token full court pressure as Walker picks her up in the backcourt. Hands it off to Camp out top. They go to Rose out on the left side wing. Rose is going to drive in. Shot blocked by Webster, but Southern gets it back. Hupp will have it. That was a nice block. Right side it goes to Smith. Camp comes back to get it. Down to 10 seconds. Hupp to Camp. Back to Hupp. 5 seconds on the clock. Smith travels. Turnover. Southern. Whiteoak's going to have 2.7 seconds. They're going to have to get a quick shot.
Southern going to give a little token pressure here to try to.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to try and keep Whiteoak from being able to get a shot off. They go ahead to Webster, and she cannot hang on to it. And that'll do it for the first half, but I think they're going to say a foul was committed at the buzzer, was it, or not? Yep, that was a foul committed by Whiteoak, but that wasn't the bonus yet, right?
Nope, it was Lily Webster. I keep saying Lily, I'm sorry, guys. Libby Webster's second foul, but it is.
No free throws. All right, so that was not the they had only 3 instead of 4, I guess. The officials are still talking about it. We may have shots here. Do you know how many team fouls there were?
That was only the 3rd team foul, but
okay.
I think they were talking about putting some time back on the clock. But
all right, so that'll do it. We'll end the first half. Southern Racine leading it by 4, 20-16 over top of the Whiteoak Lady Cats. We're back with the Barry Chevrolet halftime right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV presented by CMT Components.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer. Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they have consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
In that first quarter, they were, 0 out of 9.
Yeah, 9 attempts, couldn't get any of them to go. On the flip side, Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes, they put 10 points up on the board, so that gave them a 7-point lead at the end of the first, 10-3 the score. Second quarter, guess what? The Whiteoak Lady Cats were able to win that quarter by 3 points, 13-10. But that still leaves them on the short side by 4 points as Southern Racine leads it at halftime 20-16 over top of Whiteoak. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about stats for both teams from this first half and what needs to happen for the Whiteoak Lady Cats to get a victory in the second half. Stick with us. More of the Barry Chevrolet halftime coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Presented by CMT Components.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star games and the All-Star cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Haysrup up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971. Fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
Chevrolet halftime. Craig, the Whiteoak Lady Cats did start to heat up in the second quarter. Unfortunately, all that momentum goes away when you have halftime.
Yeah, they got themselves into a deep hole there after the first quarter, but they did end up being 4 out of 7 in the second quarter, so that's a nice little stat. If they can continue that for the next 2 quarters, they'll be just fine.
On the flip side, Southern Lady Tornadoes, things were certainly going their way. They had some turnovers, though, but they were getting their shots to drop.
Yeah, they had a nice little offense that caused the player would cut through the lane, and they got several open layups in the paint there.
Yeah, really good job by Kirsten Rose, number 12, the 5'9" senior. They like to put it in her hands quite a bit. Also, Jalen Hupp, the 5'8" senior. She was pretty good from behind the three-point arc.
Yeah, she hit a couple threes there, and just a silent 15 points there because a couple of her inside the paint layups we kind of forget, but she ended up with 15 points. That's a nice first half.
And I thought Rose had more points than that. She only had 1.
Yeah, she didn't score any. She had several opportunities and several offensive rebounds, so she made her presence known.
Yeah, that 1 point coming from the free throw line. 4 players in the scoring column on the side of Southern Racine. On the Whiteoak side, what do we got? Just 2 players scoring?
Yeah, Lily Webster and Jillian Lucas each with 8 points, so need to share the wealth from the Lady Wildcats as well.
Yeah, we need some more players to get some baskets to drop and close this gap a little bit more and get the Lady Cats on top. What would you change? Your coach, Terrell Cumberland, Craig, what do you say to the Lady Cats in the locker room at halftime?
I would definitely increase the pressure man-to-man because they were playing some nice man-to-man, but they were letting Southern Racine kind of just pass out front. They were whipping it around pretty quick, and then all of a sudden they get a breakdown in the man-to-man. They got a couple threes there by Jalen Hupp. So just keep the pressure on, play a little more tight. You know, the only player in foul trouble is Avea Captain. She has 3, so they can play tight as they need here and see
also,
what happens.
Something I noticed is that they were doing an excellent job, Whiteoak doing an excellent job with help side defense. When somebody drives to the basket, the help side is coming over to get in front of the player, but they're not standing firm and taking the charge. I'd like to see that happen because it looked to me like the Southern Tornadoes kind of a little out of control sometimes when they go to the hole. So if somebody just gets there and establishes their position,
go ahead and fall when they put that pressure on you. When they stick that shoulder into you, go ahead and fall. They'll call the charge. Yeah, Kirsten Rose was very physical down there, and that's where she got the ball up to the rim a few times and caused some offensive rebounds by her teammates. But there's some definitely opportunities to take a charge.
On the offensive end, we saw a couple of times where the Whiteoak Lady Cats did a great job dishing off down underneath, looking for their fellow teammates. I think we need more of that. You need Lucas to drive or Howard to drive and look for Webster or Walker or Lucas, somebody down there coming in on the baseline and get that dish off underneath.
Yeah, absolutely. Avea Captain, when she was in the game, she played the high post and allowed Libby Webster to go on the low post. But with Captain out most of that first half, that kind of probably threw a little kink into their offense. So hopefully Captain can stay in the game. They can have a high post, low post with her and Webster. See what happens.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Captain spent time on the bench with 3 fouls. Anybody else with foul problems on the side of the Lady Cats?
Libby Webster had 2 fouls, so no, not any foul trouble to speak of.
Yeah, and we need her to stay in there as well, as Webster contributing 8 points in that first half. All right, we are set and ready to go for second half action. And it will be the Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes with the basketball to start the second half. By the way, we start each and every broadcast. Howard with a steal right off the bat. Caught him sleeping. And there you go. The gap gets closed by 2 points right there.
Now they're going to pick up full court man to man. Yeah, full court man to man. Nice pressure by the Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, Lady Wildcats coming to play here in the second half. All right, we start each and every broadcast with the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show, as well as the Magulac Tire Service starting lineups. By the way, we didn't give those second half lineups, did we? Looks like it's going to be Lucas, Captain, Howard, Walker, and Webster out there for the Lady Cats. And a shot from the left-hand side by Whiteoak, no good. And on the rebound, and it's a long one, and it goes out of bounds. Nobody could get to it.
Definitely like the tempo of this second half early, first 43 seconds.
Southern Racine will inbound to Camp. Ahead it goes to Rose. Now to Hupp out top. Right side with it is going to be Smith. Yeah, out there for Southern Racine, back to their starters as well. You've got Hupp, Smith, Rose, as well as Little and Camp. 3-point shot out top. Who got that one, Craig?
Jalen Hupp once again.
Makes it 23-18. Lucas with it on the left side wing. Lobs to Webster on the low block, and she had it tipped away, and Little ends up with it. That's a turnover for Whiteoak. And Webster almost committed a recovery foul.
She wanted the ball back pretty badly.
Yep. And we've got a 10-second call as Southern Racine did not realize how close they were to that.
Yeah, it started when they got the turnover on the baseline. They just took their time and did not realize it was even close.
Thanks again to our season sponsors, including Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community. Webster, right side low block, turnaround, up off the glass, and good.
I believe that's the key right there. Libby Webster on the bottom.
Smith with it out top. Hands it off to Camp. They go left side to Little. Little gets stopped, has to pass back out. Now Rose will have it, top of the key. Camp comes to get it. Back to Little on the left side. Trying to get Hupp on a cut inside. Walker denying it. Now Camp drives in. Layup no good. And Walker did, I think, stand her ground, but unfortunately didn't draw the charge. And now Hupp banks one in from out top for three.
Back-to-back threes, and both of them use the board from outside.
Yep. And it's a 6-point lead. We'd cut it to 2. And a drive on the left side by Lucas. Shot no good. Webster gets tied up underneath and fouled.
Could be a foul on the floor against the Lady Tornadoes. Number 15, that's Maya Little.
So Whiteoak will inbound underneath. Lucas pulls the trigger, gets it into Webster, and she's fouled. A push underneath. As I think Rose is getting a little frustrated.
Yeah, she definitely is. Her body language and then that actual foul shows her frustration. Libby Webster got nice position.
This time they inbound to Howard. They go inside to Walker, then Lucas with it, up and in. They almost lost it away, but instead it ends up as 2 points.
Nice to have a lucky bounce once in a while.
Rose has it out on the left side wing, passes to Camp. Now to Hupp, and then right side with it is going to be Smith. Back to Camp. They reverse it left side. Yeah, a little bit too aggressive on the defense that time by Miley Walker.
It's going to be her second foul.
Shack pregame report coming up tomorrow at 4:45 and just before tomorrow night's West Union Dragons game. That's the Shack pregame report brought to you by Ron Lynch with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville and Peebles Save-A-Lot. That's every weekday at 4:45 and just before our broadcast that night. We will not have one for you on Saturday, though, as we've got a big day of basketball. Lucas! She just took that right out of the hands of Rose. Ahead it goes, Captain, left side for three. It looks good. It is good.
Captain, let's get her involved for sure.
Craig, it's a 1-point basketball game. The Cats haven't been that close since the first quarter. Smith with it on the right side wing. Hands it off to Hupp. Hupp lost her dribble. And a timeout called by the Lady Tornadoes to stop the momentum of the Whiteoak Lady Cats. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:12 to go in the third quarter. The score 26-25. Southern leading Whiteoak. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
Stick with us after the game for the Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. We will talk to head coach Terrell Cumberland and the ACRMC Family Medicine coach's comments. And we will also talk to a couple of players as well. With the basketball is Hupp. Hupp trying to drive his foul. That'll be on the floor. A little too aggressive on the defense there, as again Walker trying to dial it up against Hupp.
That's Miley Walker's third foul, only the team's second.
Inbound will come to Camp. Camp passes to Smith, right side near the corner. Passes back out top to Hupp, then Camp gets it left side. 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Smith with it. Back out to Hupp. And Howard tips it loose, but it's tracked down by Little. Now to Rose. Hupp thought she should have had a foul called there, but that was clean. And now the drive and the offensive foul called against Southern Racine, a player control foul. That's exactly what we talked about during the Berry Chevrolet halftime.
Yeah, I was watching Avea Captain. She was sagging off of her player and got in perfect position. And that was number 3 on Jalen Hupp. That's a big one.
Yeah, that is a very important foul.
And she got a little bit hurt. I hope she's okay, though.
Howard with the basketball, goes right side to Lucas. Reverses to Captain. Back to Lucas. Now what do we got? A foul away from the basketball, and this one is going to be an offensive foul against Whiteoak, and that one is expensive because that's number 4, I believe, Craig.
Yeah, Miley Walker with 3 fouls here in this quarter to equal 4, and that was just cutting through the lane, and I guess nice defense by Kirsten Rose to get in front of her.
Yep.
Taylon Shriver will replace Walker.
Up with the basketball, drives all the way to the baseline. Webster blocks her shot out of bounds. And again, Hupp complaining about no foul called. That's not going to get you anything. Does not win you any favors with the officials. Inbounds, it comes to Camp. She's got a 3-point look. It's no good. Captain on the backside is fouled, I believe, or they're just going to say it went out of bounds off Hupp. Yeah, just out of bounds. Oh, no, they're going to say it went off Captain. All right. They'll inbound to Hupp, reverse to Rose out on the right side wing. Hands it off to Camp. Back to Hupp on the left side. Now Camp out top. And then Smith. Down to 2:53 to go in the third quarter. Hupp tries another long 3, and it's good. No doubt she can shoot him, Craig.
She's got a nice percentage going, that is for sure. She got 24 points now.
That'll put the Lady Tornadoes back on top by 4. Lucas feeds it into Webster. Back to Lucas on the drive. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Little. And they're applying backcourt pressure. Maybe they can get another 10-second count. Nope, Camp knows it this time, and she rushes it up the floor. Left side Rose in the corner. Back to Camp. She's got a set 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Long rebound to Hupp for another 3. That one pops out. And this time we've got Shriver with a rebound and a timeout called by Whiteoak. to save the possession. We'll take it as well. 2:10 to go in the third quarter. It's a 4-point lead for the Lady Tornadoes, 29-25 over the Lady Cats. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu.
Whiteoak Lady Cats will bring it up the floor. We have yet to see any full court pressure out of Southern. Lucas launches a quick three from the right side wing. That's no good. Rebound controlled by Rose. Ahead it goes to Camp. They've got Smith on the run out, but she couldn't get a shot off and has to back it out. With it now is going to be Harmon. Basket no good. Webster with it back the other direction. She'll try a three from the left side, and that one is good.
Libby Webster with a nice three from the left wing. She has 13.
Back to a one-point basketball game. Camp with it out top. Howard guarding her. They go to Rose in the left side corner. Back to Camp.
That substitution was Lydia Harmon. She came in for Hupp. That's big time scorer, Hupp.
With it, Little on the right side wing. Hands it off to Smith in the corner. Smith gets stopped on the drive. Tries to pass it to Rose. Finally, they get it. Now to Little. Little passed up one at the elbow. Now Camp with the basketball. And on the drive, they're going to say she traveled. Good defense by the Lady Cats.
4 turnovers in this quarter. That makes 13 in the game for the Lady Tornadoes.
55 seconds to go. Whiteoak Lady Cats could take their first lead since the first point of the basketball game. Lucas inside to Webster for the turnaround. It's up, it's good! Lady Cats are on top.
Nice find by Jillian Lucas and really nice finish by Libby Webster.
1 point lead for Whiteoak, 30-29, and Webster's on the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point shot. It's good.
16 now for Webster.
2 point lead. Now what do we have on the inbound? A foul called against Whiteoak. I didn't see it, Craig. I wasn't looking.
Yeah, Ella Howard got a little too aggressive and ended up getting that foul.
Trying to deny the inbound. It does come into Camp. She gets it back to Smith. Smith has it up the floor, hands it off to Camp. They'll go to Rose on the left side wing. Rose on the drive, gets stopped, but then is fouled.
That was an opportunity right there for probably to take that charge.
Well, I think Howard tried to, but she didn't fall down. If she'd fallen down, it might have made the difference there. But anyway, the other player providing defensive help, I should say, ended up collecting the foul.
Yeah, unfortunately, Libby Webster with her third.
First free throw is good. Back to a 1 point basketball game. Lady Cats on top. Still 34.5 seconds on the clock. Second free throw is also good. We are tied at 31 all. Lucas with it on the left side wing. Dribbles it out top. Going to back it out, probably try to work it for a final shot. Howard will now have it. They go right side to Captain. Captain on a drive, up off the glass, no good. Shriver on a putback, no good. And Lady Tornadoes with it. Camp down to 5 seconds, still time. Rose with it on the left side wing. She almost lost it away, and they cannot get a shot off. We will end the third quarter exactly as we started the ball game. That's tied. But it's at 31-all versus 0. Fourth quarter coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Whiteoak Lady Cats outscored Southern Racine in that third quarter by 4 points, 15-11. That's how we end up tied at 31-all as we start the fourth and final quarter. By the way, we want to thank Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block for sponsoring our scoreboard update. Missed opportunity there by the Lady Cats. They had Webster down underneath, but couldn't hang on to the basketball.
Yeah, they had her right there on the low block, right where they wanted her.
Up with it on the right side. Passes out top to Camp. Shriver trying to sell that player control foul. Didn't work. Up with it. A little help from Captain. Oh, Captain does not need to get another foul. Rose with it. Right side corner. Out to Smith. It goes between her legs into the backcourt. That's going to be an over and back. And that is a turnover for the Lady Tornadoes. So both teams starting off with a turnover.
Burnt 40 seconds of the clock for 2 turnovers, no shots.
One of these outstanding young athletes will be named our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman and West Union. They're going to change the position to an inbound underneath. That's better. Lucas to Howard in the corner for 3. No good. Webster with a rebound. Back to Howard. Howard drives in and is fouled. Howard's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
That foul is against number 12, Kirsten Rose. That's her third of the game. Ella Howard, a 58% free throw shooter on the season.
Well, let's hope she improves that as she gets the first one.
That was perfect. 3 points now for Ella.
Second one rimmed out, but guess what? Webster's there for the putback, no good. And then on the rebound, we've got either a foul or a dual possession. I don't know which one we're going to see. It's a foul. Howard, I hope, is okay. Looked like she might have tweaked an ankle there or something. I think she's okay. Nope, she's going to have to come out.
That was a Whiteoak foul on Kirsten Rose once again. That's 4 on her. Miley Walker back in for the Lady Wildcats, and also Lydia Harmon in for the Lady Tornadoes.
7-11 to go in the basketball game. Whiteoak on top by 1. They'll inbound to Captain. Captain gets it to Lucas, and they'll set the offense. Left side Captain. Looking for Webster. Oh, a little wide on the pass. Went out of bounds. Nope, they're going to say it was touched by the Lady Tornadoes. All right. I like that better.
Yeah, they're going to reverse it here because the referee in the corner had a better look at it.
Okay, They are going to reverse it.
Libby Webster with the body language, she knew she touched it. She just walked to the other end. That didn't help her case much.
Yeah, well, that's,
it doesn't pay to be honest sometimes.
Right. Up will have the basketball for the Lady Tornadoes of Southern. Spin move, goes left side, finds Little out on the wing. Little dribbling, hands it off to Camp. Camp penetrates on the left side. Webster blocks her shot. Lucas has it. They're going to push it up the floor. They've got the numbers. Ahead to Shriver for the layup. No good. Captain with a putback. It is good. Oh, and Captain went down hard. I am not sure what happened.
We've got a player on both sides hurt.
I think she bounced her head off the floor, I believe. And on the other end, we've got what, an ankle?
An ankle.
So a pause in the action here as a player down on both ends. Captain is standing, so
it's Camp on this end, Nevaeh Camp.
Yep. Camp seems to be favoring her right ankle, I think. But she took a few steps there and looks like she might be okay. She's got a pretty good wrap on her left ankle. I think maybe she's going to be all right. She's going to try and stay out there. What about Captain? Captain had to come out.
Captain came out.
Well, they stopped play for Captain, so I think that's mandatory. She has to come out. Walker came in, is that right?
Miley Walker into the game.
Full court pressure. Camp will have it on the inbound. Gets it to Smith. Kind of a high dribble. The Whiteoak fans wanted it to be a carry, but it was not. It was just a high dribble.
Yeah,
you can do that.
As long as you keep your hand on top of the ball.
Smith, they wanted to travel there, but it was tipped. Good no calls by the officials. Camp on the drive, no good. Put back by Smith is also no good, but that is probably going to be an expensive foul for Whiteoak.
Yes, Libby Webster, foul number 4.
Well, she's probably going to have to stay out there. We need her in the basketball game. On the free throw line, shooting 2 is going to be Smith. First one is no good.
Good sign right now, right here. It's Avea Captain back into the game.
She'll come in to replace Shriver. Smith with her second free throw. That one is good. It's a 2-point basketball game. Whiteoak is on top, 34-32 the score. Whiteoak also with the basketball. Lucas goes left side, Captain. Howard pops out top for it, goes right side Lucas. She's got an open 3, nothing but net.
Don't leave her open like that. She'll hit them all day long. 13 now for Jillian Lucas.
Up with the basketball, gets it to Camp. They go right side Smith. Smith out on the wing, loses her dribble, goes into Little, and she loses it away. Lucas with a steal. Lucas slows it up. Good. That's probably a smart move there to slow it up. Let's burn some clock. Got our biggest lead of the basketball game at 5. Lucas, it was tipped. Goes out of bounds off Camp.
Kirsten Rose back into the game with those 4 fouls for the Southern Tornadoes.
Lucas will have it on the inbound. Out top, Camp applying a lot of pressure. Lucas on the drive, loses it away, but Captain gets it. 3-point shot is good. Wow, the bank's open.
Yeah, we'll take advantage of that bank this time.
8-point lead, biggest lead of the game. Hupp on the drive. Shot is partially blocked, ends up out of bounds off Webster. Webster might have got away with a foul that time. She really needs to not be swatting at them. And Coach Terrell Cumberland's calling the timeout. I bet they're going to talk about that. Do not get your 5th foul. All right, 4:59 to go in the basketball game. Whiteoak leads it by 8, 40-32. We're back right after this timeout on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer. Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Yeah, take your time. We're not in a hurry now.
Ella Howard not comfortable slowing it down. That's her tempo is high velocity.
Lucas driving inside, scoop shot up and in. Wow, the Lady Cats have come alive.
7 big ones now. Jillian Lucas here in this 4th quarter.
Captain just takes it away from Hupp, falls down with it, but gets it to Webster. They save the possession. Webster having trouble hanging on to it, gets it to Captain. Now out to Lucas, as everybody needs to slow down and burn some clock. Lucas has it tipped away. Hupp ends up with it. Hupp's going to bring it back the other direction as the clock is not in favor of the Lady Tornadoes. They'll hand it off to Camp, back to Hupp. And then what do we have? A foul. Oh, that is going to be number 5. That was expensive for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, just off the ball, or on the ball, but it was 25 feet from the rim, and Ruby Webster with a not so good foul. Coach is going to give her some coaching up, so that won't happen the next game. Jada Combs will replace her. She's a 5'11 sophomore.
All right, so the Lady Tornadoes will inbound to Camp. Camp will have it out top, goes right side Hupp, then to Smith in the corner, back to Hupp, and then Camp. Now Hupp for an open 3. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Howard.
I think they need to have someone in Jalen Hupp's face all the time because she was a little too open there.
With it out top's going to be Howard. Howard almost losing it away, tracks it back down, gets it to Lucas, and I call it for the travel. Good call there. She was a little out of control. Unfortunately, though, that's a turnover for the Lady Cats.
That's 3 of them here in this quarter for the Cats.
Camp with the basketball. Goes left side, Rose. Rose hasn't done a whole lot, has she?
She has not. She's only got 3 points, all those free throws.
Yeah, so less attention to Rose, lots of attention to Hupp. Hupp on the drive is fouled. That's a good foul because Jada Combs doesn't have any of them, does she?
That's her first, and no, it'll make Jalen Hupp earn it from the line.
She has shot pretty well from the free throw line, if I remember correctly.
Made her first 3, missed her last one, so.
H&R Block, they sponsor our scoreboard update. Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union, the tax professionals. It is tax season. Go see Jeff Newman at H&R Block. The score 44-32, make it 44-33 as the second free throw was good. She did miss the first one. Whiteoak leading it 44-33. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Lady Wildcats Lucas will bring the basketball up the floor. No full court pressure, Craig, but I bet we're going to see some aggressive defense at half court.
Got some man-to-man for the first time by the Lady Tornadoes.
Yeah, you're right. They've been playing a zone quite a bit. Howard dribbles to the right. It's going to take it all the way up and in. Wow.
That was an easy one. Nice job, Ella Howard, taking it to the hole, using her speed.
Hupp will bring it back the other direction. Goes to Rose on the left side wing. I look for him to try and get it back to Hupp. She's posting up inside. She's double teamed and fouled. Oh no, it's a dual possession.
Dual possession. It's going to stay with Racine Southern, but that will maybe come into play here in the last 2.5 minutes.
She shakes her head at the officials a lot, and again, that's not going to win you any favors. Howard didn't realize that she probably could have just intercepted that. She tipped it out of bounds. She didn't know where Camp was at.
Yeah.
So she probably did the right thing by just simply disrupting it, but since Camp was not right on her heels, she probably could have just stole it away on the inbound. Hupp gets stopped, backs it out to Smith. They go left side to Rose. Now Camp with it on the left side wing. Into Little at the free throw line. Now to Rose. Rose will drive the right side of the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by Whiteoak. Lucas will have it. 2:05 to go in the basketball game. Lucas, she's going to try and take it to the hole too. She does. It's up, it's good, and she's fouled. Everything going the way of the Whiteoak Lady Cats in this quarter. Really in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. This fourth quarter, they've come really alive, but the second half, they've outplayed the Lady Tornadoes easily.
Well, they've outscored them, Craig. Let's see. They've outscored them by what? 7? Let's see here. What happened? You talk about what was happening. I'm trying to do math.
Lucas missed the free throw, but Jade Combs got disruptive on the rebound and kicked it off of Lady Tornado, so it's going to be Whiteoak ball again.
They've outscored them 17-2 in this quarter.
My.
Lucas looking to inbound to Howard, and she's fouled. That one's on Hupp.
Foul number 4 on Jalen Hupp. I guess we kind of see why the Lady Tornadoes have not played man-to-man. It's been 2 possessions, 2 easy drive-bys.
Lucas will inbound to Howard. Howard dribbles it out to the right side wing. Hupp very aggressive on the defense.
She
Back
could have
to
picked
Lucas.
up number 5 right there.
Lucas with it. Dribbling out top again. Now she's going to try and drive in. She's fouled from behind on the drive. That was a good foul by Smith because Lucas was going to take it right to the hole.
And it's time to send Whiteoak to the line for the bonus.
Jillian Lucas, again, we started this basketball game with the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show talking about the fact that Lucas needed to be on the free throw line a bunch in this game, and she has been, Craig, but unfortunately, she missed that one.
Missed her first, made the last 5 after that, and now she's missed 2 again.
That one's good. 49-33 the score. Whiteoak on top. Camp with it, down to a minute 30. Camp drives right by everybody. They let her have that one. Scoop shot was good by Camp. Lucas with it, gets it across the timeline, loses it away, but tracking it down is going to be Walker. And then we have an offensive foul. It's an illegal screen maybe?
I was not watching, but however, it was Jada Combs with the foul.
Yep, I didn't catch it either.
Team 4th, so Racine Southern not on the line yet.
Smith will bring it up the floor this time. Has it out top, goes to Camp. Hupp, by the way, hanging out at the three-point line, and she has got Walker all over her. Camp, though, driving in and getting the basket to go. 49-37 the score. So still a 12-point lead.
Full court pressure. We'll see what Whiteoak can do to handle this.
Walker will inbound, gets it to Howard. Howard, they're going to try and double team her. She's dribbling through the pressure, had it tipped away but got it back. Goes ahead to Walker. Walker in the paint, had it tipped from behind. It goes out of bounds off the Tornadoes. So Whiteoak retains possession.
At this point, it's
Rose is being a little bit mouthy with Captain. Captain doing a good job staying away from her.
Taylon Shriver comes in. She replaces Jada Combs.
Lucas will look to inbound. Down to 57 seconds, by the way. They get it to Walker, and it's tipped loose. We're going to have a dual possession. It'll stay with Whiteoak.
Yeah, time is not a friend of the Lady Tornadoes, so as long as Whiteoak can burn a few seconds on each possession, hit some free throws.
Lucas having trouble inbound. Shriver, the intended, and another dual possession, I believe, and that'll end up as a turnover.
It's the only blemish against Whiteoak in this quarter is 4 turnovers.
Yeah. Camp with it. Lady Cats just need to slow her down. Right side it goes to Hupp for a 3. No good. Rebound Howard. Howard is going to be tied up in the backcourt in a dual possession, and that will go the way of Whiteoak. 43.9 seconds to go in the basketball game.
I just hope tempers can be controlled here.
Right.
Nobody gets hurt.
They get it into Howard, and she's fouled. And that is going to be an expensive foul for the Lady Tornadoes.
Jalen Hupp, 5'8" senior, will foul out, finishing with 25 points. 25 points.
Nice game for Hupp. That is a lot of points. And I'm sure she's had plenty of games this season where she scored that many or more, because she is a pretty good shooter. Howard misses the first one. We're going to have a timeout called, I believe, by Southern. Yep, it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take one as well. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We were tied at the start of the fourth quarter, and Whiteoak certainly came alive in that fourth and put a bunch of points up on the board. 18 total points now they've put on the board versus 6 on the other side. 18-6.
Yeah, that's quite impressive when they only scored 3 points in the first quarter, and those were free throws. It's been a different team.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of their quickness, and maybe Southern getting a little tired here in the fourth quarter. It seems pretty obvious that's been Whiteoak's strength.
12-point lead for Whiteoak. Howard on the line shooting 1, and Whiteoak all in the backcourt. Well, it rims out. Camp will have it off the rebound by Rose. Camp goes right side, Smith. Who shoots the three-point shots now? Now with Hupp on the bench with 5 fouls. Smith with it. Back to Camp. Camp's going to drive. Scoop shot up, no good. Captain with a rebound.
Just walking it. Yeah, I'm just like, no need to rush.
Yep, take your time. Down to 16 seconds. That is going to be a victory here for Whiteoak. Shriver with it on the left side wing. Back to Howard. Yep, Whiteoak fans coming to their feet. Howard's going to hang on to it as still down to, there we go. Now the clock runs out. The Whiteoak Lady Cats advance in tournament action as they defeat the Southern Racine Lady Tornadoes 49-37. Your final score, a 12-point victory for Whiteoak. Stick with us. The Willie & Son Trucking postgame coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star Games and the All-Star Cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Hayslip up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
I'm a little bit of a hillbilly. You know, I was raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. We moved to Hillsboro in 1971, fell in love with rural living. I bought an 18-acre piece of property out in the country, started raising cattle, but there's nothing like walking out your back porch and seeing soybeans, corn's growing, cattle grazing in the pastures and baling hay.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting basketball game, Craig. It wasn't looking real good in that first quarter, but it sure did turn around for the Lady Cats as they get the victory here tonight.
Yeah, that game was a tale of two games, honestly. Between the first quarter and even going into the second quarter, Whiteoak just couldn't get anything going, and then just hit the switch.
Yeah. Awesome turnaround for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Let's go with the scoring by the quarters. In the first quarter, Southern Racine outscored Whiteoak as they came out really cold. Southern Racine outscored them 10-3, so a 7-point advantage at the start of the second. In that second quarter, though, Whiteoak won that one 13-10. So that cut it back to just a 4-point lead for the Lady Tornadoes at halftime. The score was 20-16. In the third quarter, Whiteoak outscored Southern 15-11. So a 4-point advantage, and that brought us back to dead even, tied at 31 all heading into the fourth quarter. In that fourth quarter, Whiteoak outscored Southern 18-6. A 12-point advantage for Whiteoak to give them the 12-point victory. Your final score, Whiteoak 49, Southern 37. What a nice basketball game for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. All right, we've got a couple players coming up here to have a conversation with us. And tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Southern State Community College celebrates 50 years of educating our community. From humble beginnings, Southern State has evolved to become a cornerstone of accessible education, offering flexible learning that includes a growing number of online classes and fully online programs. Southern State Community College empowers you to succeed quickly with a very affordable tuition rate when compared to many four-year institutions. Call 800-628-7722 or apply online at sscc.edu.
So
Great second half.
thank you so much.
I'm sure that Coach Terrell is going to say we should play two good halves, but one that's good enough to get the win, it will work, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to us. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Probably my mom. My mom in the stand. She's my biggest fan.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice game. We had a lot of fun watching you in this one.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a nice day.
All right, you too. Hand that off to Jillian Lucas, who is going to join us here next on our player interviews behind the mic on our Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. All right, now we've got Jillian Lucas. Jillian, you are only a sophomore, which I forgot to mention. Libby, only a freshman. There's a lot of youth on this Whiteoak basketball team.
Yep, we're definitely young this year.
Now, before the basketball game, Craig and I were talking in our tip-off show that you are one of the better free throw shooters in the conference, averaging 70% from the free throw line. The Lady Cats needed you to go to the line and shoot free throws tonight, and you were able to get that done.
Yeah, that's something we practice a lot. We probably shoot free throws after every break at practice, so we probably get 50, 60 up a game.
Yeah.
Practice, sorry.
Well, and again, you needed to do that, and you got it done. One thing, though, that was a little bad in that first quarter is all those little bunny shots down underneath. You kept missing them.
Yeah, I was wondering if I was going to finish tonight. I was kind of worried, but I know I had Libby to my left, so I was dumping it down a little bit because she's definitely a little taller, got a better chance.
Well, you got it dialed in, and not only did you drive to the hole and get a lot of baskets in the fourth quarter from inside, but you also hit a lot of threes, too.
Yeah, that's something I've been trying to fix. I've been kind of hit or miss this season, so it was good to finally have a decent game from beyond the arc.
Craig, how many total points? 20?
20 points.
Yeah, nice basketball game.
Thank you.
You guys did great. You feel good to be moving on in tournament?
Yes, yep, the team was definitely hyped.
Are you guys going to be ready for the number one seed? Most likely, that's who you're going to be playing.
We just got to go out and do us and give effort. As long as our effort and energy's there, I think we can compete with anyone, but we got to be confident in ourselves.
Awesome. Great job, Jillian.
Thank you.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Definitely God. He's got me here, got me anywhere in life, and my teammates. I wouldn't be able to do it without them. All the countless hours we've practiced and everything. So, and my family. My family supports me all the time. So I'm just really blessed for my support system, the community, just everybody. So
awesome. Thank you very much for
Thank
stopping
you.
by and talking
Appreciate
to
it.
us. All right, congratulations to the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Moving on. We're going to take another quick break, and we will be back with more of the Willie & Son Trucking postgame. We're going to talk to head coach Terrell Cumberland right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
In those halves.
Yes. You said the word happy. I'm not really happy, but I'd rather be on this side of it, I guess. First quarter was horrible. Scored 3 points.
Yep.
No rhythm, no flow, wasn't guarding, giving them whatever they wanted, and, it was a struggle. I just asked them in the quarter break, I said, if this is how you guys want to go out, keep doing what you're doing. That's it. Second quarter was a little better. I think we scored 13 in the second. Still not a lot of points. But
you outscored them by 3.
Yeah. Still not a lot of points, but it's a lot of points for us. And, our youth shows tremendously all the time. I was wanting to go into halftime with the last shot, and we want to make a bonehead play and pass the ball instead of holding it to take the last shot, and we turn it over. They get out in transition. Luckily, they didn't score. We didn't foul, but, it was a teaching moment there. So
yeah. Well, third quarter, that whole second half, a different ball club.
Yes.
You outscored them by 4 points in the third quarter. You dialed up the defense, and the basket started to go in.
Well, we explained to them all week that if we pressure their guards, we're going to be in good shape. We didn't do that early on, and once we started doing that, they started getting more and more uncomfortable. I got to give Ella Howard credit because she played majority of the game, and she was up pressuring their guards, making her uncomfortable, so that was a big part of it.
I'm not sure where your stats went, but Libby Webster, was this a big game for her?
Yes, but, we played West Union last week and lost to them, and she had 15 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 blocks.
Okay.
Almost had triple-double. For a freshman to be able to do that is rare. So she has another level. We just got to keep her, sound and out of her head a little bit, and I think she's going to be a pretty good player. Like these freshmen, they're having to play big minutes right now, and they're not ready, but they're getting valuable time now, and going into the next couple of years, we should be in good shape.
Yeah, if Whiteoak had a boxing team, I think Libby would be first in line.
Yeah, and I got a couple others that I'd sign up for sure.
Well, it wasn't all on their own.
No.
Southern Racine was definitely not happy in this game, and that was part of the physicality.
And that's what I kept trying to tell them. We're up 12. Stop getting caught up in the nonsense. That's the only thing they can get us, out of this game.
Yeah.
We don't need technicals. We don't need silly fouls. Stop talking to them. But, when you're 14, 15 years old, 16 years old, you want to react first and ask questions second, and we got to do a better job of that. So, again, a lot of teaching moments happening over the last month. So we just got to keep pushing.
Well, the good news is you've got these girls coming back for a couple more years, some of them for 3 more years. So all those teaching moments will add up.
Oh, I hope, but sometimes I question it.
Right. Well, Coach, you're going to probably face the number 1 seed in your next game.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup for us, and we're going to have to fight and call. All I want is effort. If we fight and give effort, we're fine. If we lay down and let them have their way, and we got to not hesitate and lose confidence when a team goes on a run. I keep trying to explain to them, basketball's a game of runs. Yep. Teams are going to go on runs. You got to sustain and stay in the fight, and if you don't, then you're dead in the water, and before you know it, it ballooned to 20, and it's hard to come back from that. So
right. Well, you definitely had the momentum and the run for you in that fourth quarter. You outscored them by 12 points, 18-6 in the fourth quarter.
I credit that to our defensive pressure. We started guarding a little bit. We gave up 20. I think we gave up 25 points to number 3. I think she had 5 threes.
Yeah, she did.
And the whole week, I told them what it was. Look, this is their shooter. She's going to shoot it.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple times she caught it, and we just stared at her like she couldn't shoot. And she banked in a couple, and I'm like, but when you're a shooter, you'll take it.
That's right. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Good luck moving forward. Anybody you want to give a shout-out to before we wrap it up?
My wife. She does a lot for this team, and, make sure all the uniforms are clean
and brings the little ones with her.
Yes, this is my son. He keeps us busy too. So I just appreciate my family, and I appreciate administration and everybody that's been involved with the girls, and it makes me happy.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Coach, for joining us. Head Coach Terrell Cumberland with your ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show.
Thank you.
Stick with us. We've got more of the Willie and Son Trucking postgame coming up right after this. Hey, Coach.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer. Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back to the Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. It's time to wrap things up with stats and name our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. Craig, what do you got for us?
Okay, we will go with the Lady Tornadoes first. They had 4 players hit the scoring column. That was Nevaeh Camp with 6 points, all of those from the field. 2 of them there in mop-up time, so we'll give her 6 points. Lydia Smith, 3 points. She hit 1 of 2 of her free throws. Kirsten Rose also 3 points, and all of those from the line. That was 3 out of 4 for Kirsten.
By the way, Kirsten Rose, every time you said that all night, and myself as well, it makes me think of Kirsten Rowe, who played for West Union a couple years ago.
Yes, Kirsten Rowe from West Union is fresh in our mind because we all remember her well. So, yeah, we have to make sure we get that correct here. And I called Libby Webster Lily a lot tonight, so I'm going to apologize to her first and foremost right now.
No, I think I did it too.
Yeah, we're going to go back, and the leading scorer for the Lady Tornadoes was Jalen Hupp. She had 25 points, hit a lot of threes there. She hit 4 3-pointers. But the big stat is she only had 1 point in that fourth quarter. She had 24 going in.
Wow.
And 1 free throw in the fourth quarter. That's a testament to Whiteoak's pressure and defense.
Yeah,
Coach, she did foul out. But
Coach Cumberland talked about that. Yeah, the pressure defense.
Yep, and the Lady Tornadoes, 18 turnovers. They shot 7 out of 22 inside the arc, 32%, making 5 out of 17 of their threes. That's 29%. A total from the field of 12 out of 31. That is 38%. They made 8 out of 13 free throws at 62%, scoring 37 total points for the Lady Tornadoes. We move over to the Lady Wildcats, who are victorious tonight. They had 4 players at the scoring column. Ella Howard had 4 points. She made 1 out of 4 of her free throws. Libby Webster, 16 points, made both of her free throws, 2 out of 2. Like Coach Cumberland said, I bet she had a double-double easily tonight again with the rebounds and had several block shots there. Avea Captain got in foul trouble early, but she came in strong with a lot of good defense and ended up with 8 points, all of those in the second half, all from the field. And Jillian Lucas leading all scorers with 20 points. She had 6 out of 9 of her free throws. We mentioned that pregame, and she started out hot, hit the free throws, and made 6 out of 9. Getting to the line 9 times shows she's an aggressive player. The Wildcats, Lady Cats, shot 11 out of 22 from the inside the arc. That's 50%. 6 out of 15 from behind the arc. That's 40%. And 17 out of 37 total from the field. That's 46%. And let me preface that with they shot 0 out of 9 in the first quarter. So that makes it 17 out of 26 from the field in the rest of the game.
Yeah,
so
big turnaround.
Do the math on that. I didn't, but the percentage of 17 out of 26 is very, very impressive. They did hit 9 out of 15 free throws. That's also 60%. The Lady Wildcats, 49 total points, and 17 turnovers. So they were well below their season average on turnovers as well.
That'd be 65%. 17 out of 26.
65% from the second quarter on.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
All right, that leads us to one final thing to do, and that's to name a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game, Craig.
Okay, we got 2 players there that just stood up and above. Not that the other players didn't do well. Ella Howard, she had her defense, controlled the game. She was a nice little point guard there. She has a big future ahead of her, the 5'6" freshman.
Yeah, only a freshman taking care of the basketball pretty much all night long.
Yeah, absolutely. The Libby Webster, Ella Howard, and Avea Captain, all freshmen. When you think about that and the way they played against the other seniors from Racine Southern, it's impressive. They've got a nice future ahead of them. But Libby Webster, like I said, 16 points. She had a lot of rebounds and whatnot. But we got to go with Jillian Lucas. She had the ball in her hand a lot, went to the line a lot, took a lot. She's going to be sore tomorrow. I'm just going to put it that way. She took a lot of beating and just took care of the ball. Ended up with, 10 points in the fourth quarter. Yeah, she had 8 going in at halftime and ended up with 20.
So she had 10 of their 18 points in that fourth quarter.
Absolutely. So, yeah, and she, when the crunch time was down, she just took it to the hole, made a couple of nice layups, and she is going to be our Snappy Tomato Pizza in West Union, Seaman, and Maysville player of the game.
Congratulations to Jillian Lucas, our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game, and congratulations to the Whiteoak Lady Cats as they get the victory here tonight over Southern Racine. What was that final score? 49-37 for the Whiteoak Lady Cats. Tomorrow night, we do have a basketball game for you, and it is a boys tournament game, the first one, as the West Union Dragons will venture to play against the Oak Hill Oaks. Tip-off time for that game, 7 o'clock. Don Bowles and Phil Ronimus will be courtside for that one. Tomorrow night as the boys start tournament action, and we'll be right back at it Saturday at 12:45. It'll be our first game of the day with girls tournament, New Lexington facing off against North Adams from Waverly High School. And, of course, Saturday, a big day of basketball between the two stations. We have a total of 4 games for you on Saturday, 2 on C103 and 2 on 99.5 The Edge. All right, that's going to do it for us here courtside. I want to thank R2 Duncan for engineering everything back in the studio for us, and for Matthew Baker for engineering everything courtside with Good Guys Radio TV. For Craig Campbell, I'm Ken Smith. Thanks for listening to Tournament Basketball on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at goodguysradiotv.com.